I remember the first time I told my family I wanted to start my own tech company. Their faces twisted in disbelief. My father shook his head, saying, "You're wasting your time. No one makes it from a small apartment." My friends laughed, dismissing my dreams as cute but impossible, and colleagues at my corporate job only nodded politely, masking their skepticism. I was the laughingstock of my own circle, and every disparaging comment sank deep, fueling a quiet doubt I fought to suppress. But beneath that doubt, something fierce ignited. I refused to be defined by their doubts. I quit my stable job, took every penny I'd saved, and moved into a cramped apartment, coding by night and working freelance days. There were nights I cried on my keyboard, overwhelmed by setbacks, failed prototypes, rejected pitches, moments when it felt like I was digging my own grave. My savings dwindled, and the weight of rejection pressed heavily on my shoulders. Yet, I kept going. I studied market needs relentlessly, pivoted when necessary, and built a small but dedicated team. We launched our first app, a productivity tool that slowly gained users. I'm not going to say revenue was modest at first, but the numbers grew. $50,000, then $200,000. Each milestone was a victory over all those who told me I'd never make it. Within 3 years, our company scaled from a one-bedroom apartment to a bustling startup office valued at $50 million. When we hit $10 million in revenue last year, industry leaders started paying attention. We won awards, earned media coverage, and I was invited to speak at conferences, sharing my story of perseverance. But the real moment of truth came 5 years after I left that corporate job, standing before the very people who once mocked my ambitions. They had gathered at a small reunion, eyes wide as I stepped onto the stage accepting an Industry Innovation Award. My company's name echoed in the room, recognized, respected. As I looked out at familiar faces, I felt a fierce surge of triumph. I smiled and said, "Remember when you told me I'd never succeed? Well, here I am. Proof that perseverance and belief in your vision can turn doubts into milestones." My voice caught as I finished, knowing that every sleepless night, every setback had shaped this moment. I had transformed from the underestimated dreamer into a leader shaping an industry. The journey had been brutal, but it proved that resilience, relentless pursuit, and unwavering faith in oneself can defy even the loudest doubters.